all the places nobody goes. I wanna teach all the things that nobody knows. I wanna grow wings, leave the coop, learn to fly. Bungee jump from the tallest building in Dubai. I wanna fly around town in my UFO. I wanna eat real food, not the GMOs. I wanna make moves, call the shots like the boss. I wanna love like I never lost.
Thank you for joining us here today at Desertwood Days, and I am your host, Kathy Blaze. Today we have some fabulous guests for you, and sitting here on my couch is Mr. Jerry Horton. Welcome.
Hello, thank you for having me come out here. This
It's,
is a wonderful show.
it's such a pleasure to see you today.
Well, I'm usually behind the cameras, but I figured, let's talk about some of the things that's going on.
Yes. So, Jerry, you are the founder of Black Film Groups.
Yeah, formerly known Filmmakers of Color in the Valley, which is an organization I started in 2015.
2015.
Yeah, I first moved out here. I'm originally a transplant from New York City.
Okay, well, welcome to Arizona.
Actually, before I came out here, I was involved in the film industry in New York. I worked in a couple of capacities as a publicist, and just helping out folks in the community, sort of like getting placements and stuff like that, and different
Okay.
projects.
Okay, well, we're going to slow down because I have some questions for
Oh,
you
okay.
today.
I'm sorry.
See what happens when you guys get over here on my couch, y'all like to take over.
Okay, I'll let you the commander in chief. I'm gonna follow your orders.
Okay, but I like to go back and start from the beginning.
hmm
When did Jerry decide that he wanted to get into the film industry?
Was early on. I was involved with an organization called City Kids Foundation. One of the founders was Malik Yaba, who folks might not know or know. He was involved in New York Undercover and various TV programs.
Of course,
like
we
that.
know who Malik
Yes,
is.
yeah. But before, I didn't really know anything about the entertainment field until I got involved with that organization. We did music video productions and different gala events at Madison Square Garden in New York.
And
We
this
had big
was
stars.
and this was
This
for
in the
children.
90s.
And this
Yeah.
was for children.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now, I love that because we have a few organizations here in Arizona that does the same thing, and I think
hmm
that is just so amazing.
Yeah. Organizations like this Lights Camera Discover.
Yes.
And it's Made in Her Image. Which
Yes,
is,
I
so,
love that.
mhm.
Because that's when you start them.
Yeah, you mentor them, you bring them up, and a lot of folks that might not be familiar with SAG and all these different organizations, but they have an opportunity to get their memberships early on. So I was kind of privileged to have that exposure, just to be around people who you see on TV, now you see on movies. It's like
Right,
wow.
right. So you were younger then and you got that experience from those older guys also that was
Yeah.
doing this in the community. So that
hmm
now you came to Arizona.
Yeah.
And what brought you to Arizona?
Just a change of pace. I wanted to. I mean, I was living in New York for like 30 years. I figured,
Mm.
well, let me try a different environment, and I have a family out here in Tucson.
Oh, okay.
So I came out here, and actually, I ran into someone while I was here. Her name is Iris Huey, and she's a
Mm-hmm.
filmmaker,
Mm-hmm.
and we connected. And she had a film called Second Chance that came out
Mm-hmm.
within the film festival that actually exposed me more to what the film scene was in Arizona. I believe it was. I want to make sure it's Arizona Film Black Showcase.
Okay.
Yeah, which was in 2010.
Okay. So I remember the first time I met you, you were working on another project that was at the
Film
one
festival.
that film festival that you're speaking. Does
Yeah.
that one still exist?
Yes, it does. Matter of fact, today, well, last week
Oh,
they
okay.
had it's the fifth version of the film festival. It's called Soul West Fest.
Oh, yes,
hmm
that's the name I remember.
hmm
Okay, so we already talked about who really inspired you to get into filmmaking. It was pretty much Malik Yoba and those guys that you were working with in the community.
hmm
So you created the Black Film Group. Could you tell us what is your mission for this group?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I rather
Sure,
read it out.
sure.
This kind of I want to babble it out, but all right. We wanted to basically focus on showcasing the diverse community as far as in Arizona in the film community. And so we had organizations Umbrella. We connect with film talent, film event organizers as far as film festivals, and just various components within the film industry. And it's bring people together. So like a kind of like a matching service.
Okay.
And we have a newsletter, which is that we put out like every quarterly,
Mm-hmm.
and we have an event called Black Film Nights, which we do bi-monthly, and we have different independent filmmakers from the Valley and also abroad who have their films showcased. And we have a website that we are developing that's going to be a service to helping filmmakers. I also assist as a production assistant and also a prop master.
Okay.
Mhm.
So when you created this group, what was your thinking behind it?
Well, I see that like a lot of opportunities are not given to folks within certain industries, and I
Okay.
wanted to provide that opportunity for a lead in. So I try to bring people together,
Okay.
as far as like folks from
So
outside.
so your group is more like a connector.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you connect different groups
I
together
love it. I
and
love bringing people
showcase
together.
their talents and their films and things
Hmm.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long has this been in existence?
Uh, we did Soul West in 2017. No, 2016.
Okay.
So pretty much from that time, from 2016 to present time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know Black Film Group is your baby,
Hmm.
but you're in collaboration with
Oh yeah.
a few different other organizations that pretty much is aligned with what you're doing.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the gentleman you interviewed, Jermaine Shoulders, he's my
Yes.
partner. He has an organization was Mosaic
Hmm.
Entertainment Group,
Yes.
and we met. Matter of fact, at the Soul West Film Festival, we basically we're both from New York, so we connected in that way. And we said, hey, we're going to just stay in contact, and we've been working ever since.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, when we come back from commercial break, because I don't want to spend a lot of time right now, I know we don't have much time, but I want to just talk about how the change has come about since you've been doing this, because
Mm.
that's really interesting.
Yeah, a lot.
That's really interesting because this is what we talk about a lot is connecting people and showcasing the talent that's out there that doesn't have the opportunity.
Hmm.
So I want to hear more about how the change has been made with the Black film groups.
Okay, definitely. My pleasure.
Yes, I want to find out from the time you started Black Film Group, what change have you seen here in the Valley?
Quite a few things. I mean, of course, before even with the pandemic, I mean, there's a lot of folks are seeing movies like Black Panther,
Hmm.
and with the recent film that came out, there's a need for diversity, and there's a hunger for it.
Right.
And you see, like Netflix are actually doing more global programming. They're not
Yes.
just doing this American base. It's all over the place. You got
But
Korean,
I want to know what
you
change
got
have we seen here
in
in Arizona?
Arizona. Folks are a little bit open to. I mean, I think some of the events that's been going on has helped to bring different folks together.
Okay.
You know, our film festivals include a night of midnight films, Misfit Films by
Uh-huh.
Danita William Trigg,
Yes.
Soul West. There's a indie film fest by Maddie. I don't want to mix his name up, but there's a film festival out here also that promotes diversity.
Okay. So it's bringing out all these other film festivals that people
Hmm.
may have not known about
Hmm.
before.
Yeah.
Okay. So you also brought some media, some pictures of some of the events that you've put on here in the Valley.
Yeah.
So why don't we take a look at some of those, okay?
Okay.
And can you tell us what this is?
Okay. That is actually the first film festival that I came to out here. It's the Black, it's the Arizona Film Black Showcase, and that was 2010. I'm not sure the location, but that was the first event that I noticed as far as like the film community out here, and
Okay.
as far as involving people of color.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's an event. Leah Marsh, which is one of the people behind the scenes in the
Hmm.
Valley, who does a lot of cultural events. It's poetry, jazz, film, and that's one of the events she had organized, and I was basically just there to support.
Okay.
That's what my capacity is, to be a supportive
A support.
component within the Valley.
Okay. And that's how you're able to connect people if you're
Yeah.
out supporting
Hmm.
and finding out about these
Hmm.
things. Yes.
I'm there as whatever is a production, a PA, or you need somebody to get some props, whatever, or just spread the word. That's my capacity here in the Valley, is to
Oh,
be support.
okay. And what do we have here?
Okay, that is the Soul West. That's the very first one. That was in 2017.
Yes.
That's the Soul West Film Fest, and we was the first one. We basically got different. We got like a lot of influencers within the Valley to come together, and we had quite a few films, and we had a panel discussion. We had a music video award, um, and we just basically just sort of like sparked it up for folks to see, like, all right, there's a diversity here in the
Oh,
Valley and the
okay.
films
I
community.
got you.
So
Okay.
yeah, this is one of the events, Indie Film Fest. Maddie, and he had me on the carpet interviewing. I'm not usually in front of the camera like
Yeah,
this
with Miss
today,
Ava
but
Lewis there
yeah,
interviewing you.
Ava, and yeah,
Okay. And this is this at Misfits right here?
yeah, I believe that was like a year, no, 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Okay. Awesome.
Hmm.
Okay. So you also brought some awards or
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, like my involvement in film goes back to way back. I was involved in a community organization that actually put together a community film called Brothers Gonna Work It
oh,
Out. Brother named Sean Sarah Khan, who actually was the organizer for the whole thing. He actually did it before September 11th. So they had started production, I guess, believe in 2000, and it went into 2001. So in between that time, production got shut down because of September 11th and that.
okay.
So but he somehow, with Julianne is the mayor at the time, he got that film production finished, and they had a big premiere in Brooklyn, which is a location for the shoot, and it was just amazing to see him put it all together. He created a book, music videos. He had a red carpet, spotlight, movie theater. Had like at least 500 people attend the event for the premiere,
Okay.
and he had the borough president at the time present awards, and so this is one of the awards that I got for my participation. I did like
Well, congratulations. And what is this here you have?
oh yeah, no, this is one of the props that I have for my event for Black Film Nights. So
Oh,
folks who when they come out, they usually see that all over. So that's
oh,
our branding.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So what's up next for Black film groups?
Well, we're doing a survey actively. We're doing an industry survey just to get a feel of what's the need out here in the Valley. We have the quarterly newsletter, which we're going to be doing another one in the next 2 to 3 months, um, as well as Black Film Nights, which we're going to be planning. Since there's a couple of film festivals, we're going to kind of maybe interrupt and going into the new year
Okay.
just for Black Film Nights, and it should be every Saturday, the third Saturday of the month.
Okay.
And other than that, we're designing a website for Black Film Group, which is going to be a service we're providing to the community. So we'll have a list of things, whether it's being a production assistant, a prop master, gaffer, whatever is needed, and also publicity.
Are you guys gonna also have a directory there also so that list all the different Black
Definitely,
film groups and
definitely,
things?
and
Okay.
not necessarily above the line and below the line as far as like folks who are involved in different like givers catering to folks who are doing lights, whatever it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where can our audience find you?
Or you could check me out personally is BK Black BLAQ on Facebook or Instagram, and we have a website which is for Black Film Nights, which is so you get the spelling right, blackfilmnights.com, which you can go online and we'll see the schedule for our events as well as those video clips of past things we've done, trailers, and as far as other services we provide.
And
And also, oh yeah,
thank
almost
you. We got
forgot
that. Black Film Nights,
one other
Black
thing.
film groups.
Oh yeah, there's we're gonna change the name, but it's a Facebook group of filmmakers of color in the Valley, which is gonna be changed to Black Film Group. You could go
Okay.
to Black Filmmakers of the Valley on Facebook, and we have a listing of different things.
Are you guys
posted
on
up.
Instagram as well?
Yeah, Instagram not so much, but it's BK Black. You can find me under that.
Okay, because I'm like, there's a lot of business people that aren't on Facebook. They're all
Mhm.
over Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was such a pleasure having you here today, Jerry.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Such a pleasure,
I
and
love the show.
thank you for sharing Black Film Group
Mhm.
with our audience. It's a pleasure.
Thank you again.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us here today on Desertwood Days, and we will catch you next time.